Hi, my name is Megan, and today I'm making one of my favorite cakes, a red velvet white chocolate cheesecake. So we're going to start by putting some sugar and oil in a mixer. And I use oil instead of butter because it makes your cake more moist. But I've seen recipes call for both. So while that's incorporating, I'm going to go ahead and mix my dry ingredients. I have sifted cake flour, cocoa, and salt. And then we're going to go ahead and add our eggs one at a time to our sugar mixture. I have 2 eggs here. Okay, and then we're just going to scrape down the bowl, make sure all of our sugar and oil stays in our cake instead of being stuck on the bowl. And then I add vanilla and red gel food coloring. I've seen recipes call for as much as 2 ounces, which is an entire 2 bottles of food coloring, but I like the gel because I only use half a teaspoon in this recipe. And there are also people who color their red cakes with beetroots, which sounds disgusting. The red food coloring is what makes it a red cake, a red velvet cake. Otherwise it's just a devil's food cake basically. Careful with your red food coloring splattering all over you. You can see on my spatula here we got a nice crimson color going. And we're going to go ahead and add our flour and buttermilk in alternating sections. We're going to start and end with our dry mixture. The cocoa in here is going to make it a darker, deeper red instead of your just food coloring red. Last of the buttermilk. And last of the flour here. And then what makes the cake so light and fluffy is a mixture of baking soda and vinegar. So when you incorporate that, it's going to bubble. Stir that together real quick. Scrape down the sides here while that's continuing to bubble. And I put it on medium speed for about 10 seconds. Then we're going to grab our 9-inch springform pan. I'm going to try to put half and half in each pan, try to make it even. I'm going to throw these in the oven for about 30 minutes and then we will move on to our cheesecake layer. Okay, so I have my 3 cooled cake layers. I have the red velvet cake and then I did a white chocolate cheesecake. It's a basic cheesecake recipe with 2 ounces of white chocolate in there. I'm going to go ahead and do a crumb layer because it's a red cake. If you have any crumbs that poke through your frosting, it's really noticeable. So we're just going to do a thin layer of frosting here. And then refrigerate it for 30 minutes, and it makes frosting the cake really simple. And I did a cream cheese frosting. In my opinion, red velvet cake is not red velvet cake with a buttercream or a 7-minute frosting. So I'm just going to ice this whole thing and put it in the refrigerator for 30 minutes. Okay, so I finished frosting with all the cream cheese frosting. Went ahead and piped around the top and the bottom. And I like to put some white chocolate chips on here as well for some texture, as well as bringing some more of that white chocolate into the cake when you have your taste. So, cut a piece out of here. So there it is. You get all your beautiful color of your red velvet and your white chocolate cheesecake in there. And this is the finished red velvet white chocolate cheesecake.